This is the best family in the world to be in, man. This is the best
Absolutely
fucking family in the world. We have the most extraordinary people in this shit, and don't nobody know it but us.
Yeah, I know. That's why somebody one of us got to break through. You know what I'm saying? So that can
You
change.
the one, nigga. You the one. You the one.
She said, "You."
I'm cuter, but you're the one.
Oh man, I'm trying to see. I want to use my AirPods, but I think these things might down me. I don't think they that charged. Or it ain't. They got the little. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. They may last. All right. Let me use these because I'll be able to hear you a little better.
But I'm not frozen though, right?
No. You good. You good.
Okay, so how does it start?
Say it again. I didn't hear you. I was connecting to these headphones. What'd you just ask? I didn't hear the question.
So like, how do we start?
I'm getting ready to start it now. So I'm basically like, I'm gonna introduce the show, whatever, and then I introduce you, and then we'll just follow my lead. I'll get it going, and then I'll bring you in smooth, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay, that's what's up.
All right. All right. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Do You Mind If I Call You Bitch? This is a podcast where the name is a lot harsher than what this conversation and what this podcast actually suggests. It's actually a smooth platform created by myself to, I guess give Black women, especially here in America, their opportunity to express, their voice, use their voice, shit on niggas, whatever it is they want to do. I'm not here to combat it. I'm not here to argue it. Whatever their experiences are, this is just a platform for them to be able to talk freely and be unjudged, unbiased, all that good stuff. So every single week I bring on a special guest. This week I have a very, very special guest.
Hello.
I have brought on relatives before. I have had one of my sisters. I have had another one of my female cousins, but this right here is the OG. This is
true.
This is the OG. This is I probably I would have to consider probably the oldest cousin that I know, like in reference to like who I grew up with, like the generation I grew up with of cousins. I would imagine are the oldest that I could think of. I can't think of nobody else.
I'm the first grandchild born.
Right. Like she literally, you're talking about the person who is a cousin, but was around when aunties were still kids. You know what I'm saying? Aunties and uncles were still kids. So like this is
and I look good. And I look good.
And she looked good. She done pushed out 5 babies. And still hold it down. Straight out of Tampa, Florida, low key Atlanta, Georgia. You ain't from Tampa?
No.
Where you was born at?
I was born in Tampa. I was raised in Atlanta, Georgia.
Well, that's what. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's what I was saying. So I thought you was at least born in Tampa. So yeah. So like I said, born in Tampa, but raised in Atlanta. Out here in these streets. My cousin, the OG, Joy Wilson.
Well, let me tell you this right here before we start. So, I call one of my sons Lil Daryl. Because every time I get in a conversation, his autism, he go, oh. And I got to go, shut up.
Lil Daryl,
leave me alone.
You know what's so crazy? I was just thinking about Ricky Smiley like 2 days ago in the sense of like he was one person who really got away with making like handicap jokes because he had Lil Daryl and remember he had Precious. Remember the pressures at like at the football game, like, and he would have like just theaters of people just dying laughing at just the most ignorant shit. So
wait, look at little Daryl. Daryl, say hey.
he's talking about little Daryl. Look at Austin. He's talking about little Daryl.
He ready to go.
So Joy, so for one, I appreciate you pulling up on me. So to stay on that same, I guess, mojo of your kids, real quick, just tell the viewers, you know, where you're from, where you grew up, but then even just getting into, you know, like your kids and how that whole situation, you know, has been as far as, you know, raising kids. I guess we got how many kids autistic out of your 5?
4.
4 out of 5 autistic. All the boys, and then the one girl is not. She's a
boy.
To 22 a boy, right? So, but we'll say that for the tail end. But just you can start off with just, you know, what's your name, you know, where you from, so on and so forth, all that stuff.
Yeah, because this shit ain't about them. So yes, the baby. So I'm Joy, the original. Fuck that shit. I'm the oldest cousin.
Definitely.
But I look younger than everybody. I was born in Tampa, and then I was raised in Atlanta, and I came back here a couple of years ago, and I'm getting ready to leave again, man.
How old were you when you moved to Atlanta when you were young?
5.
5, gotcha. And then you were in Atlanta, and then you said you moved back to Tampa a couple months ago.
No, a couple of years ago.
Oh, a couple of years ago. Gotcha. And so, is it safe to say that you like Atlanta better?
You know what? Yes, but that's because that's where I was raised. But once you become a criminal in Georgia, you want to get the fuck on immediately, expeditiously.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So if you on probation, you got to go.
Right. That makes sense. And so real quick, just to touch on your kids, like you said, it's not about them, but that is you are definitely one person in our family, even in outside of our family. I'm sure most people don't know somebody personally who was in a situation like yours in the sense of raising not only single mother raising Black boys, but then on top of that, with autism. So just not to get too deep into like the disability of it or whatever, but just does that really change things in the sense of like how mothers, you know, how Black mothers always have to talk to their kids about the police or whatever like that. So like, how does that whole dynamic shift, being the fact that they can't speak for themselves, even being adults and so on and so forth?
Okay, well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: autism is a surprise. Nobody ain't motherfucking ready. And I wasn't ready, but you know, under certain circumstances, you love your children, you take care of them, and they still have to know about the police. The ones that are more severe, you're more of a caretaker, so you know you are their representative and the mouthpiece. But the ones that are mild, moderate, or Asperger's, you know, if they can still be influenced by their friends, by whatever, right. And you do have to constantly, repetitively teach them how to behave, how to respond, how to react. And You wish for the best, but I mean, shit. Now that's the part that where mothers are worried about it because they've killed a lot of innocent autistic men, but mental health men with mental health. But on the flip side of it, the boys that can't talk, you could rob a bank and they ain't saying shit to the Fed.
Right.
You got the coldest crew in the world now. They ain't telling nobody nothing. Ain't nobody telling. I can cheat and they ain't finna tell them. I love them to death. You hear me? They can hide the money and the dope.
Yeah, the money and the dope. Don't nobody know nothing. That's all right.
Nobody don't know nothing.
So you spent your entire childhood, elementary, middle school, high school, adulthood, like all in Atlanta. What was that like? What was that whole experience like, just growing up in Atlanta for you? Because we both grew up in Atlanta, but I think we had different experiences. I mean, you was out here knocking niggas out, at 14. You was.
Oh no, 12.
12.
Yeah, you gonna get this work. Yeah. And let me tell you something. I'm almost 45, and you will still get this work, but I just gotta take Tylenol after. Cause boy, these bones will lock up on your ass.
Did you see that joke that I posted about you on Instagram recently? The joke, it was a joke. I told it at remember I did that little hood show in Tampa that y'all had came to, the comedy show.
I don't got Instagram because I'm old. I don't be on Instagram.
But I'm saying, I put it on Facebook too. But I'm saying, do you remember that show though? Remember I came in town and we did a little show in the hood, and I made a joke about how you came up to me and you was like, I ain't been scared in a long time. Cause remember, like it was a bunch of like it was a bunch of like hood niggas out there.
Now what I will say now is that I'm a little rough around the edges, but I do come from the creme de la creme of Georgia, so the thugs are a lot different.
Right.
Then they was on that club.
I told her, I said, hey, I wasn't scared until you got scared. I was like, once Joy was scared, I was like, okay, this really some shit.
Yeah, I've been a crip and everything, and I ain't been scared. This shit and got out of hand.
Hey, no, that was a hood ass show, and I didn't get on stage about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So like we was in dangerous territory.
Yeah, they was feeding us to the wolves.
Oh man, no man, but times like that, as long as you survive them, you know what I'm saying. It's a good, memorable time. You know what I'm saying. That was some shit. But
niggas had 3 dreads. That is a problem. 3 dreads is a problem.
So what not that everybody would know this, but I guess people who grew up in Georgia, what schools did you like, what side of town was you on kind of coming up in? Like you was, like as far as in Atlanta?
I went to a school on the south side called Harriet Tubman in elementary.
Elementary, okay.
I went to Midway Elementary.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of this is the thing about school. School ain't never really been for me. So around about middle school, I enrolled myself in high school and just told them everybody was dead in our family. So, because I always been bigger until I had surgery. So middle school, I kind of I got in trouble and I had to come back to Florida, and I went to Van Buren and Greco.
Right.
But
But I'm
I
saying, hold on.
also
But I'm saying, but
I
you said you was in middle school and you enrolled yourself into high school?
yes, I was in middle school and I enrolled myself in high school because I told them everybody was dead in our family and I just wanted an education. But really, it was a lot of hot guys there.
I'm
Yeah.
saying,
And
but I'm
so
saying the school didn't need no type of like verification or nothing. They just was like, all right, they just
yeah, that was early 90s.
right.
Maybe been 90. So,
Right.
it was very, very different, and
Right.
education was different. So, the technology where they could look me up or,
Right. For sure.
you
That's
know,
true.
but I mean, my mama did catch me though,
Right.
and grandma did catch me.
Right. What high school did you go to? 'Cause what
King,
King is that when you were playing basketball in high school?
no, I played basketball at Cedar Grove High School because
But
I went back to Georgia after that. They sent me back to Georgia, boy. They was
right.
shipping me everywhere.
Oh, you were saying you went to King in Tampa, but then you went back to Georgia and played at Cedar Grove.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is I was in middle school
Right.
and I enrolled in high school at the same time. So they
Right.
called my mama and said, like, she said y'all was dead, but she in high school. She done missed, like 80 days out of middle school.
Right.
So I got a whooping.
But but I'm saying the King High School you went to like MLK in Atlanta, or you went to King High School in Tampa?
In Tampa, and then I got
And then
sent back to
back
Georgia.
and then went to Cedar Grove.
Yeah,
Right. Gotcha. Gotcha.
yeah.
But I'm saying, but the years you were playing basketball, you were in high school, is what I'm saying. Like, did you play when you were younger, or was
So
it just your high school
I
years?
played sports my whole life,
Oh, okay.
my entire life. My entire life, from a little girl at Midway Recreational Center. I
Mm-hmm.
played football, basketball. I was never a cheerleader because I ain't get cute later on. But you damn sure see it though. Hello.
What was it what was it like growing up, I guess, with a younger sibling like, like Damien or whatever? Now it's like you, your mom, Damien. Like how was that whole dynamic? Like, were y'all like close? Did y'all like sneak cookies out the refrigerator like me and Risa did when we stayed with y'all for that summer?
Oh, let me tell you this. Okay, so I'm the oldest. So it was like I'm only a few years younger than your aunt and uncle.
Right.
So I grew up seeing them make their mistakes and then them having y'all, and then I become the babysitter. But I was rebellious. I wanted to be real rebellious. Damien, me and Damien, as children, we were not close because I had to take him with me.
Mm.
You don't never want to take nobody with you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I'm, I've always hung out with the guys and or whatever. So knock it off. And so no, I didn't like Damien. And then he had on big old glasses. So most of the fights stem from them being like, oh, them calling him a name, and then I gotta
Right.
jump on somebody or whatever.
Right.
But by the time he became older, me and him became so close, and to this day, like we like twins.
Mm.
That's
How many years apart are y'all?
Uh, we 3 or 4 years apart.
Gotcha.
But I look better.
You look better than everybody. I got you. That's always a that's that's always a thing.
Yeah,
So
I
what?
look better than everybody.
So you've spent some of your adult life in Florida and majority of your life in Atlanta. So like in reference to like your adult life specifically, what has been the difference in men when it comes down to like Georgia versus Florida, or are they all the same because they're from the South?
No, let me tell you this right here. Why you trying to grab your seizure medicine? You finna have a seizure? No, you not. Knock it off. Okay, so look at Daryl. Want to be in the limelight. So here you go. No. The difference, see, the way I look at it is different because you remember I used to be real fat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was real fat, but I was still the shit though.
Right.
But I always had some type of complex or whatever, feeling like, oh, well, if I get smaller, then I'll attract a different type of guy.
Mm.
So I had a gastric bypass a long time ago. And I lost over 250 pounds. And then I was fucking with niggas that like women my size, and they weren't shit either.
Right.
So I mean, that's not state to state. That's worldwide. I'm international now. I done tiptoed a little bit everywhere. Yeah. Even the A-Raps, baby, them some nasty men in them dresses. You hear me?
Some nasty men in them dresses.
Yeah, you know the men be in the gas station with the hair wrap and the dress on, her beanie.
Right. You don't fuck with that type.
Yeah, when I was in Stone Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't one of your kids? I'm an Austin dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I thought so. Jordan flipped his skirt up and got him.
Yeah, great. Day in the morning, son.
Oh my goodness. Gotcha, man. That is hilarious. So you what would you consider, and not that you have to get into like names and like how deep it was, but I'm saying like
I call a name. Fuck.
No. But I guess because my question is, what would you consider like your most successful like relationship or time with a guy? And what I mean by that is like the one that like lasted the longest, but it lasted that long because it was good, not so much something that you tried to hold on to. It was bad anyway, type of thing. So I'm saying like, how many months or weeks or days or years or whatever do you think you've ever had in reference to like dealing with a guy that was good?
Okay, so the best guy I've ever been with, his name was Richard Raleigh. I'm talking about we was together for 6 years.
I remember Rich.
Yeah, and when I used to get mad with him, I called him Shrek, and I was Fiona. But he was the best guy.
Yeah.
And I shitted on his ass as soon as I lost weight.
Right.
I regretted it though, you know what I'm saying? Like later on, I regretted it. But like he wasn't one that was particularly my everybody got a type,
Mm-hmm.
but he was good for me, my children, our life, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gotcha.
that was the best guy.
Gotcha. And is he the only one that you ever sabotaged, like a good guy that you sabotaged, or has there been other good guys that you were the one who like shitted on them, or was he the only one?
No, I shitted on him. He was the only one I sabotaged. Like I hurt him.
Mm,
He did not do anything wrong.
right.
Um, he was the man he was supposed to be for children that weren't his.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he was a provider, protector, best friend, everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Um, but as far as the guys that I do like that shitted on me, now a couple of them bitches, I did get them back now. Yeah, but I've changed in recent years, but I did get
Right.
a couple of them bitches back.
Right. Right. Right.
Even
Right.
though they shitted on me like I wanted them or, for whatever reason they wanted me. But if they fuck me over, I'm standing there to fuck you over.
Right. 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 Gotcha. Gotcha. And so you obviously you've dated outside of the, when I say black race, African American race, but like have you dated outside in the sense of like white guys as well, or just like Arab black right in there?
No, I ain't date. I've never dated or slept with a white man. I ain't even date the Arab. We slept together
Right,
a
right,
lot
right,
of
right.
times.
A lot- right,
Yeah, we didn't date now.
right. But I guess even just
We-
mess with just like so anybody outside of Arab and black, like have you messed with like Latino, Asian, you know,
no, I love black men, and I prefer, and I've never been with like Spanish, Mexican, all that. No,
mm,
no.
right.
But I was getting free gas and free sodas and all that shit at the store, so the Arab could get
So you are you against like the whole black white thing? Like does it sicken your stomach if you see like a successful black man with the white wife type of situation, or are you like, love who you love type of thing?
You know what I think? Uh, I understand how black women feel about it because it happened. But I'm being honest. Some of them ugly niggas need to be with them girls. DNA is a motherfucker. So children be looking funny as hell. Down, some of them need to be with a white girl. They saved a race of, they saved the black race. Cause boy, DNA,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, for real. DNA. Now imagine this. Now I'm gonna tell you this. Now in Georgia, in Atlanta, it's way more prettier men than Tampa, Florida, boy. You and me.
Okay. And is that
So
prettier in the sense of because of like attractive, or you mean
DNA,
like okay.
DNA,
D-
DNA.
DNA. Gotcha. Florida a little
Boy,
more rough around the edges.
yes, God, boy. There's some faces in this bitch. You and me.
Some faces.
Yeah, you'll wonder how they been put together. They facially struggling. It's a lot. So in Florida, it is a little harder because, you might have to settle for somebody that's a little more facially struggling.
Facially struggling. Gotcha.
Yes, yes.
Gotcha. So you doing like how guys do neck down with women, like if they face ugly but they got a body. So that's kind of how you got to do with men in the sense of in Florida. Just
Well,
ignore
no,
it.
like for me, I like pretty men. I like men that look good. The men in
Mm-hmm.
my family are gorgeous. I don't want no ugly ass man. He already ain't gonna be shit. So you mean to tell me you gonna get over on me and you ain't shit? Knock it off.
So in your relationships, have you ever been the type of woman that was like into like chivalry and stuff like that? Like are you, like doors opening, pull out the chair, pay the bill, that type of stuff?
Wait a minute. So chivalry meaning he's chivalrous to me.
Correct.
Yes, I love chivalry, but most attractive men, other than the men in my family, uh, good looking men. Well, you know what? I'll tell you, men will be chivalrous to me no matter what because I'm an alpha female. So I say, you better open the motherfucking door.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he thought of it first because I'm saying it when he put the car in park.
Right. Right. But I'm saying, you definitely enjoy that. Like, is it is that something that you kind of like? You're big on it because you experienced it and liked it, and you was like, yo, this is something I want, or was like your mom or somebody in your life, did they teach you like, yo, this is how a man is supposed to treat you, type of thing?
Yeah, in our family, the men have always been chivalrous, so that way, like that's what I grew up with. But I mean, the type of men that I like, they look good and they not shit, but they are chivalrous.
Right. And so let me ask you this: do you think it's considered chivalry if a guy is only doing it like if just because he want to smash? And I'm not saying that this necessarily happened to you, but I'm just saying in a
It
broad
has
sense of men. So like if a man is on a date, taking opening the doors, whatever, paying the bill, whatever like that, but it's all to lead to that, and then just say like after doing that a couple times, it's like cut. Okay, next person. Is that still chivalry at that point, or is that just playing the game?
no, that is chivalry. That is chivalry. Um, the part where he just smash and leave, um, that's not playing the game. That's his character. And he is chivalrous, but and he shows chivalry, but he's not playing a game. That's just who he is. That's his character. That's his personal. That's how he is.
So you saying you think he would do that whether he was just trying to get the draws or not? He would just be that type of person.
It depends. It depends on the.
Ladero.
You seen it, didn't you? Yeah, I no. I think. I mean, it totally depends. With me being like alpha female, things happen different with me, and so men treat me different, but I don't know. See, everything gets so technical. I don't really think there's nothing wrong with a man smashing and leaving, cause some of them bitches need to smash and leave, and if it take you to pull out a chair to get some pussy, then I mean you gotta do what you gotta do, because I like when I was fat. I mean I done had guys that be like, they don't really like fat bitches, but I had money, so I was like, yes, you do. I just wanted to smash.
Right.
So is that different? Like, I ain't pull out his chair, but I mean,
But is a woman supposed to be chivalrous though?
hell yeah. Shoot. Yeah. Yeah, in her own right, yeah.
Like in what way? Just in reference to like paying for something, or you mean like opening doors and all that as well?
Nah, hell no, she ain't supposed to open no door for that nigga.
So I'm saying, so what's considered female chivalry?
Okay, but if he was in a if my man in a wheelchair, I'm gonna open the door, right? And I gotta push his ass in there, right?
I'm saying if he can walk though, not not in the wheel.
But this nigga's in a wheelchair. Look at Christopher Reeve. Somebody
Right,
had to
but I'm saying,
chivalrize.
but that's just that's being a caretaker. He ain't got no choice. But I'm saying a man, a man who can willingly do something.
But you know what though, Rudy? Niggas be coming from all type of environments. Like they mama be giving them away and shit. They be
Right.
molested. They be fucked up. They be need a little chivalry, a little tenderized.
Let's tenderize. I'm trying to say, okay, let's say the sum of ideal qualifications of a. This is hold on. Because this is, I don't know if this is the same thing. That's talking about nights and stuff. I don't think. Okay, here we go. So okay. So that is the right way. So so this word stemmed from like the medieval times? I'm looking up chivalry. This is what it say. All right, let me click on this. Definition.com. The sum of the ideal qualifications of a knight, including courtesy, generosity, valor, and I'm about to butcher this word, dexterity in arms. The rules and customs of medieval knighthood, the medieval blah, 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 a group of knights, gallant warriors. This says nothing about a woman. So it's just, I guess it's just the whole thing of just, I guess, courtesy and generosity. So that's where it came from, I guess, just that whole
That
shebang.
means everybody supposed to do that.
Everybody supposed to do that. So that, hey, we got to take turn opening doors, pulling out chairs, or we need to stop calling it chivalry.
Hey, and a lot of women do now.
Right. No, that's true. That's true. What do you think about, I should say, the culture in reference to, like, I guess, because it almost seems like women are kind of like fighting back these days. You know what I'm saying? Like they're kind of more like, because you always had like your Lil' Kims or whatever, but like when Lil' Kim was doing it, it was a little more shunned. Like people was a little more frowned upon. Now everybody's like, no, Meg Thee Stallion, City Girls, Cardi B, Nicki, like hang your ass out, smash a lot of guys. Because mind you, females been doing what it is that they're saying. You just had to be more low key with it. But I'm saying, but now that it's a more of a pride thing, what are your thoughts just in reference to that whole switch, I guess?
Well, I came up in the time of like Queen Latifah was like, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. Who you calling a bitch?
Right.
You know what I mean? MC Light. But Salt and Pepper did get in trouble for saying push it real good. Yeah. I mean, I think all of the shit they're doing now is liberating. Bitches always been nasty. Bitches always been scandally clad. They did it behind closed doors. The thing about it is it didn't make you like a better woman, and that's what you was taught. Like if you hide it, I think they said something about a freak in the sheets and a woman in the street. That shit don't make no nigga not fuck around on you.
Right.
So, I mean, her putting it out there, if that's what make the money right now, that's what's making the money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I guess in a sense, it's like a lot of women are just saying, men been nasty forever. We've been nasty with them, unless they want another man or another woman.
Right, right, right.
So why can't we just all put it out here? Because everybody doing it, whether you're doing it on the high or the low.
So okay, so let me ask you this: do you think? Cause, and this is a I'm very interested to know what you think about this because a lot of times I interview like younger girls. Not that you're like super old, but like they're usually like 21, 20, whatever. Like so they're
Says super old.
no, I say you're not super old. I say you're not super old, meaning like you're older than them is what I'm saying. But I'm not trying to call you old, but with them being in their early 20s, you being in your mid to early 40s, you lived in a different time. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like, because even like with me, like I grew up in the cusp between like the old school and the millennial because like I remember the time of whether it was hiding or whatever, but like, women being told like the more bodies you have with sex or whatever, like your value decreases, whatever. So, and that's not so much a thing, at least it doesn't seem to be a thing, in today's society. So what I'm saying is like, do you think that even with the stance that women are taking now, with the whole being, liberated, going ahead and exposing the nastiness, whatever, do you think that because it's now open and accepted, do you think that that whole decreasing in value is no longer a thing? Or do you think that a woman still decreases in value, but they just don't care? Like,
No, I don't. What I do think is this: we have never decreased in value,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody had us fucked up. They had a real bitch fucked up. They had black women fucked up since slavery. Do you
Right.
know we've been now this the sad shit. So when women were slaves back in the day, we cooking, cleaning, picking cotton, then we get you got the light skin was in the house, she been beat, fuck, raped,
Right.
ironing clothes, washing, teaching a master churn. Then you gotta still come home, feel good about yourself, fuck your man,
Right.
still make porridge or whatever the fuck they was eating back then, and
Right.
still teach a churn by whatever God, and
Right.
hope to get the fuck out of slavery. We gotta
Right.
tell the black man, you are enough, you are enough, you are enough. We gotta tell the white bitch, you are beautiful, you are beautiful. We gotta tell the master, yeah, you the shit, you the shit.
Right.
The churn, white or black, but we don't get, we don't. So yeah, that's why my name King Kong, cause fuck it, I can hold all this shit. We've been holding this shit forever,
Right.
forever. And nobody has valued us. Nobody. So when you see women coming out with bullshit, they coming out because they like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got just much money as this nigga. I got more education than this white bitch. I'm
Right.
strong as this. You know what I'm saying? Like, for an example, me being on a different tax bracket than rich people,
Mm-hmm.
with me having 4 autistic children, a doctor can't tell me about autism.
Right.
I got sons, one got epilepsy, one have reoccurring seizures. I'm 5'8", 160 pounds. I got everybody else except for the twins is 6 foot and bigger. I got a boy 6'4", and if he have a seizure, if Water Boy have a seizure, mama got to come on now. Somebody got to catch him.
A water boy.
Yeah, because mama said. Mama said. Look a little down trying to be in the limelight.
He don't walk past a couple times. I don't see him.
He want to be famous so bad, so if he wasn't artistic, I'm telling you, he'll be showstopper.
Showstopper. But that's deep. That's deep. That the way that you put that, in the sense of saying that especially in particular, the black woman's value was never being decreased because it was never being upheld in the first place.
Yeah, so it ain't like we don't devalue the black man. Like, we know that the black man is the shit. But
Right.
they done seen us be fucked up by everybody else and nobody else, take care of us, love us, love on us. I mean,
Right.
they done seen it. So the example of, you get your white girl, you got privilege, or you got, which is true a little bit, and or your kid's gonna come out pretty, but it's been shown that some mixturing look a mess now.
For sure.
And black, just because you're all black don't mean you messed up or
Right.
whatever. So black women, we have had to endure, suck it up, play like you don't see it, still hold everything down. When he come home from getting his ass whooped by the master, or let's come up in time. When your black man get out of jail, your black man, whatever, you got a black woman taking care of him. And not to the point where he's enabled. A lot of us do enable, but when he come home, if he a thug and he got beat up in the street, then she gonna be the one to be like, fuck that shit. You wanna ride on that nigga? Hold on, let me get you some Neosporin. That nigga, he hit you good, babe. He hit you ass good. You know what I mean? Like, what you wanna do?
He hit you good.
Yeah, so we pumping your ass back up to get
Right.
back up.
Right.
Feelings get hurt at work. Fuck your boss.
Right.
But go to work tomorrow. We done iron the clothes. Go to work.
So is it? So let's think about this. So is it really? If we start from the root of this, is it really the black man's fault, or is it really the slave master's fault? And what I mean, and I'm saying slave master, I'm saying white man, but that type of white man in particular, because if you think about it, the entire system was set up by old white men, like, because white men devalued even back then their white women. Like, white women were above niggas, but they weren't above white men. You feel what I'm saying? So then even trickling down, I think so. Then if a black man, if the system is set up where the man, the stronger man, he's out, he's doing like the harder labor or whatever like that. And if a woman is doing, just say, a equally as hard labor, but just a different job. So not out in the sun picking cotton, but maybe she's washing dishes, wiping baby diapers, whatever like that.
No, they was in the field too now.
No. I'm not saying that they weren't, but what I'm saying is, like, the way that the system is set up in the sense of, because like because at the time of slavery, when the man and the woman were both getting beat, then there was not a one person licking the wounds. But I'm saying, like, in the way that I think somehow in that whole slavery system, it translated to even nowadays where it's more or less like, the man goes out and works while the woman stays home type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole system has been created. And to me, I feel like that kind of started because of how the master had his house set up. You know what I'm saying? As opposed, and I think because and black men have just carried it on, and it's just, because I say all this to say it led me to the question of thinking, who is supposed to be the person who gives the black woman that pat on the back? Because if the man is out there just say doing whatever and you're his support system, there is no third adult. It's just the kids at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, like, is the man and the woman then supposed to just go out and take equal lashings and lick each other's wounds? Or, like, what's the
That's
adjustment?
right, goddammit. That's right, goddammit. And that's what did not happen. So that's why we was left behind from the beginning, because we both had to be out there. That's just like you and your girlfriend got to go to work at the same time.
Right.
She get fired and you get fired on the same day. Y'all gonna come home and y'all both got to be like, babe, it's gonna be all right. Fuck that shit. What you want to do? You want to sell drugs? Get a new job? Do Uber? What you gonna do? And she gonna be like, babe, it's gonna be all right. And she gonna, that didn't happen.
Right.
You know what happened? We both went to work. We both got our ass beat. We both, and then I still got to come home and cook and take care of the children. And then when you get home a couple hours later, I got to be cleaned up. And if he done beat your ass, I got to be ready to clean you up for tomorrow or the next day.
Right.
Get out my camera time. They don't want to put on outfits and everything. They didn't do that. It's supposed to be reciprocated back and forth.
Right.
Yes, but that didn't happen. What happened is, the black woman he come in. If he fucked up, you motivate him, get him back out there, take care of him. You still got to sleep with him. If he fucked up by seeing you being fucked by the master, he may not want to fuck with you. You got to take that, because that's still your man. That's still your protection. You still can't trust them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we done took a lot of shit. So when it come down to it, it's like, yes, the slave masters, yes, they started that shit. Yes, they started it.
Yes, they started that shit.
Yeah. Them and they sorry ass wives and they children that they taught to be racist, because children ain't born racist. And but nobody ever came back to get the black woman. The black man always been the shit. But the black man forgot to say, hold on, my bitch the shit too.
Right.
But she the one that kept me going behind the scenes. We ain't getting no credit. But I'm going to tell you this right here. This is where we got the credit at. And this is why a lot of black women have been killed for years. Crackers know we the shit.
Right.
And if his wife find out that he like you, because it was times when they used to come in and say, go get Maybelline. Maybelline the only one who could make these chitlins.
Right.
And then Rebecca go, you done called Maybelline 4 times this week. What's going on now?
You're right.
So she tells somebody else, because she do got the power now. Drown that bitch next time y'all get out there. Maybelline gone. They think she done ran away. She in the river.
Why you made that face when you said drown that bitch?
Drown that bitch. Yeah, he done called her 4 times this week. He like Maybelline.
Right. And that, yeah, I mean.
But that don't sound a little bit right.
No. It sounded 100% right. It sounded 100% right.
Sure. I'm telling you. And you got to think about it. Like, I mean, we've always promoted black men. We've always promote. We always understand. We gave birth to you. We rock you and hold you first. Your first everything is here from mama. And then, I mean, if you decide to get with a white or Spanish, I mean, to me, it's the business. I ain't
Right.
fucked nobody. A lot of them be ugly anyway. But yeah, I could see a lot of women being mad because you wasn't shit and I was with you, and then once you got rich, you went to a white woman. I can see that.
Do you
But it ain't me personally. But black women always been treated unfair. So now
you need some water?
liquor.
Liquor.
Liquor clears the tongue, palate, and the throat. The esophagus.
The esophagus. So I wanted to ask you, do you think in this in hierarchy, do you think it's white male, white woman, black man, black woman, or do you think it's white male, white woman, black woman?
Okay, explain the hierarchy, and then I answer the question.
In the sense of just society. So like the straight white male basically is hated by everybody because they have the biggest advantage. Like, you know, in reference to whether it's jobs or police interactions or whatever, like, you know, as long as that white male isn't like looked at as like gay or something like that, you know, then people won't really like mess with him. Like, he's a straight white male. But then if you look at like a white woman, like I said earlier, she has, especially back in the day and even some more or less slavery days, she was above all black people but below the white man. And then you got the black man who would probably be considered above a black woman in the sense of like, you know, because like even though black men and women share equal race struggles, black men still have a slight advantage because of gender in society. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more things that are male dominant. So I'm saying, like, do you think that so obviously the white man will be number one, and especially here in America, like they are the highest in the hierarchy.
Say that part again. It went kind of somewhere. You said what?
I said the white man is obviously number one in the hierarchy. Like he has the highest ranking in just say this system.
But see, that's to y'all. To us, to black women, we know y'all is the shit first because they've been looking up to y'all forever, but y'all didn't look up to y'all.
Right. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So just like in the sense of like you say, like with sports, you look at the NBA, majority of the black people that are involved in the NBA are on the court as the talent. The white people are the ones who are owning the teams and paying these people and making the money off of them. So when I'm saying like hierarchy, I'm saying like the system is set up
Hold on. These niggas finna have a nonverbal fight on your podcast. You ever seen a nonverbal fight?
I don't think so.
Kimbo Slice against Godzilla. Not right now. Please, not right. Okay, chill out. Knock it off.
Tell them we almost done.
No, we not. Because this shit right here need to go. This got to go here.
This guy.
Look.
Hey, Tyler. Hey.
You know he almost 25?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So I look good now because I'm 25. Damn.
I'm 25.
So I had it when I was 1 year old.
Right. With the hierarchy, I'm basically just saying, I'm not saying that it's necessarily right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm not saying that white people control our lives or whatever. I'm just saying, in the sense of fairness, in America, the white man is going to get the ultimate fairness. If he kills somebody, he's going to get off way before anybody else. So what I'm saying is, and I feel like the black woman is at the bottom out of everybody. So what I'm saying is, in the middle, do you think that the black man is higher than the white woman, or do you think the white woman is higher than the black man in that hierarchy?
Okay, so let me tell you this. You know how a lot of people be like, a lot of artists be like, they don't know whether God is a man or a woman and all that.
Right.
To me, I feel like God is a man, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't get into whether he was black or white, because when I went to jail, whatever God gonna get me out of jail, come in that dress, wrapped in swaddling clothing, with sandals on, whether your hair was made of wool or whether it was to your shoulders, bro. I need you to get here.
You could have had a comb over. I don't care what you got.
Yeah, it could have been Buddha in the nail shop, and you the one gonna get me out of jail.
Hey.
But what I am saying is this. I feel like this. Black men have been everything. That's the bottom. That's the foundation. A black man is the foundation. Why can't you take care of him, look after him, protect him, you whatever? Because that's the thunder and lightning, period, point blank. Used to be.
Right.
And then after that is his black woman, because she is taking care of him, the master wife, the master churn, her churn, her sister churn, the cotton field, the everybody.
Right.
Then you got a white woman. Now the white woman is really the head of the entire shit, and won't nobody say it. You hear me?
Right.
A white woman got so many niggas killed for nothing. She could say, "Oh my God, he looked at me. Get him."
Right.
And you dead. A white woman, check this out. A long time ago, a black boy somewhere in the United States was messing with a white girl. They was in high school together, and he turned 18. They in the same grade, and they was smooching around. Her parents turned him in to the police. He finna get so much time in jail for rape because he turned 18 2 or 3 months before her.
Right.
Oprah had to say that nigga. They go to the same high school. Like, the white woman, they looking at it all wrong.
Right.
White men steal black man ideas. Cause this what a nigga do. Nigga, we finna make these shoes. The shoes gonna have a check on that shit.
Right.
He telling his white homeboy about the shit, and his white homeboy got the money to go make it. All of a sudden, this shit is called Nike.
Right.
Dang, man, you did it.
Right.
It wasn't even his fucking idea.
That's real.
Black men are the beginning. White men are not. They the last one. Oh, trust me. Ellen DeGeneres and Rosie O'Donnell can do what the hell they want to do. Hillary Clinton, they do what they want to do. The Bush, who?
Right.
All of them, you can go back. They do what they want to do. They do what they want to do. They can stir shit up and they can calm shit down.
Right.
Don't buy her. Don't like her, get rid of her. or you take her man because he thinks she's better. White men just been given too much credit, and black men have forgotten that they are the beginning. So black men come before everything. Everything.
But that's because the power is taken from us, because most of the time when we do something, we're basically using our talents to try to get us out of a fucked up situation. Not all, but a lot of black people, they have the same story. If not necessarily got to be in the hood, but they're in some type of poverty.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me cross my motherfucker. Hold on, let me cross my I've never lived in the hood. Get your mind right.
Get your mind right. But like a lot of black people, like when they're trying to make it to the NFL or rapping or whatever it is, even if it's something with education, you know what I'm saying? Like they're still trying to do that more or less because of their current living situation, more or less than it is, well, my parents, were able to do this for me. So now I want to just go off and do this and start this company on my own because I just want to. They're like, nah, I'm trying to find something that's going to pop, that's going to get me the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I think because our approach is different, it makes us have to attack things differently. And with because with the white woman, I mean, that's interesting that you said it, because even I seen a movie, Vice or whatever it was, but it was kind of showing how Vice President, maybe Cheney or whoever it was, how his wife basically ran him. She'd be like, do this, whatever, and he would make the decisions.
All of the wives ran them. Barbara Bush. All of the wives.
So then let me ask you this. So with that being said, so do you think the hierarchy is black man, white woman, white man, black woman?
It's black man first.
Right, black man first.
Is the head.
That's what I said them first. Black man first.
Then his black woman, because I gotta keep lifting you up, because they fucking you up every time you hit the door.
Got you. Then the black woman.
And then the white man.
Then the white man.
And then the white woman is the head. You hear me?
But I'm saying, she can't be last in the head. What you going backwards?
I said a white woman is the head.
That's what I'm saying. But you put her last. You said first is the black man, then the black woman, then the white man, then the white woman last. So that's what I'm saying.
She's the only one we could really get the fuck. We could really get rid of her. But okay, think about this. White women, they use our men for everything, our women for everything. Right. And then they go, hey, Bob, do you know he can lift 380 pounds?
Right.
Oh, yeah? I'm going to go to the Lakers game and create a one.
Right.
Next thing you know, you got somebody that's massive running down the court doing all kind of crazy ass shit in the mix.
Gotcha.
But they program us to say, oh, the white man, the white man, the white man. You crazy as hell.
Because it's his name that's on it. He's the face of it. So he's just, but they don't see her behind the scenes. Right.
He the muscle.
Right. That's just who that was, the back when the LA Clippers, when they had that racist owner, and his wife did something she did something to basically claim his insanity or something like that, and she was able to sign over the team to her, and then she sold the team because he didn't want to sell it. So she did something manipulative to sign it over to her legally, and then she was the legal owner, and then she ended up selling the team for what she wanted and got the money for it.
That the one that was messing with the mistress and recorded him saying all the players was niggas.
By Magic Johnson and all that, and that's how you tell how gangster his wife was, because he openly at the game with this black girlfriend, married to a woman, and she's just like, yeah, I don't care. Just he gonna do whatever he do, and I'm about to take this money straight up out his pocket. Like the wife know he got a whole mistress at the game and everything, because it was that ain't like that was her first time being there. Like she was his like known girlfriend, and it didn't even matter with a whole wife. But the wife's name is what's important because she gonna get all the money. She gonna get the important stuff. So
now you know what though? I'm finna this right here going. This is a what is it called? A brain teaser. This is a brain teaser.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is something for you to think about later on. Do you know I don't like being called a queen by a black man, because if you look at any movie, I don't care what race they is, baby. You hear me? The queen is sitting there and she miserable than a motherfucker. She got the meanest fuck you face in the world. It's a whole party going on.
Right.
Now, all the concubines is around the king having fun. The queen sitting over there by herself. She holding the dope. She got all the money. When the police come in, she the one got to sign the papers and don't say shit.
Right.
She ain't having no fun. She just that she the hot girl. Hey.
Right.
But nobody, they be like, now I know queen might mean some other shit somewhere else, but all the queens, no queen don't be like.
Right. Right. That's true.
Look at any movie, whether it's Africa, Egyptian, black.
Yeah.
They be like.
And the king always be like the little dickhead or something. Like he be goofy, playing with toys.
But he having fun with other women. He concubine. And the queen, he don't see that. He see her as, you bear my children. You gonna make sure shit right. You gonna hold me down if shit get fucked up. No. In 2020, I ain't the queen.
Right.
I'm not.
So I go ahead. No, go ahead.
Especially when you go to jail for a nigga pet. Queen.
Right. So how do what do you that's if you have an answer for this, but what do you think? How do we combat this? Like what would you say like the top 3 things that men and in particular black men need to do that could assist the black woman agenda in the sense of y'all having more support, more recognition, more whatever it is that black women need? What would you say like the top 3 things that black men in particular could do to contribute towards that?
Man, black and white women need to sit in a room, and we don't need to have nobody in there that's gonna influence the shit. Oprah, Gail, put them out. No, none of that. You get black and white women. I mean, black man, black woman in the room. And they need to have a talk. And we need to remind each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, this what's going on.
Right.
This what's going on. So that he can know, but you already know. Because let me tell you this. When a nigga get in trouble, he calling his mama. He calling his girlfriend.
For sure.
So you know who reliable. You know who whatever. Yeah, now, I mean, now, it's hoes that ain't shit, but it's ones that ain't shit by birthright, like me, and it's ones that ain't shit because you've been forced to not be shit. You feel me?
Right.
So they need to sit and talk and remind each other of the value we have for each other and where this shit can go if we together. That don't mean we gotta fuck. It mean, look, you know what I'm saying? When you see me, respect me. Don't disrespect me because of this.
Right.
Don't disrespect me because of that. Because at the end of the day, it's a woman you going to. Anything happen to your ass, Big Mama, G Mama, Grandmama, Nana, whoever the fuck you call her.
Right.
No.
So
You
and
know,
you said and you saying this conversation need to happen between black women and black men, or black women and white women?
no, black man and black
Oh,
woman.
okay, got you.
Because I think this is what I do think. I think that black men, they done forgot. They forgot they the shit. They forgot that this the beautifulest thing on earth. Like, everybody want a black man. You and me.
Right.
White, Chinese, Arab, Spanish. Everybody want I mean.
Right.
Who raised him? A black woman. Who made him? A black man and woman. Everybody want I mean. But we love them first. We nurture them, we grow them, we show them the way, and then they go, So that conversation need to happen. And, you know, nobody don't need to be sitting there talking about, oh, my baby mama left me and all that other shit. So what, nigga?
So do you think that disconnect, because like if these black men are being raised by these black women, where's the disconnect happening by the time they become adults and make the choice for themselves, whether it is to venture off to a white woman or whether it is to deal with black women but be disrespectful towards black women? Like, is it because their mom, was being disrespected by a man in front of them, or like, like,
No,
I mean,
no, 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 no.
so what's the disconnect?
Because black men get all kind of people daggering at them from the time they born.
Right.
You already, you know, you in the line of fire from the day you born. So people gonna try to put shit in your head from the day you born.
Right.
So you have to see your mama get beat up, and you'll still do some other shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
yeah, no, black men are the number one in the line of fire from the day they born. Let me tell you this right here, right? So I got 4 black sons.
Mm-hmm.
All of them slow. And I can say this shit and ain't nobody gonna debate me. Cause I
Right.
live this shit every day.
Right.
You can't walk in my shoes.
Right.
Trust me.
For sure.
So I'm raising, okay, like when you have a special needs child with autism is different. Cause the motherfucker look regular. So
Mm-hmm.
regular people don't think they
Mm-hmm.
slow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like if you see Down syndrome,
Down syndrome, right? It's more
then you gotta
visible.
look. So that
Mm-hmm.
way people are like, okay,
Right. Right. Right.
see this, and
For
they
sure.
can make their assumption on you based
Right.
on what you
For
look like.
sure.
But you know what I'm saying?
Autism, you never really know until after you've made the interaction with them, basically.
So with my sons growing up, do you know I had to choose a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
That was the hardest thing in the world because I came up in a different era. So like for a couple of years, I really wanted to be a MC Hammer or a loop dancer. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I never got to do that.
Right.
And I got all of these boys with these uh this disability, and then I still have to teach them.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not a man, I'm a woman,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to. So now I got to dumb down my femininity.
Right.
Not now. You see how cute I am. But all like I didn't get to have uh pink this and that around the house because
Right,
I
for
got
sure.
too many boys in there and I don't have a dad. I need
Mm-hmm.
everybody to be who you are because they still are gonna be who they are. So if somebody decide to be homosexual, I want
Mm-hmm.
that to be a choice
Right.
because I'm teaching you that you can have a choice, right?
Right. Right. Right.
So what that means is I'm almost 45 and I don't even know how to walk in high heels. But I had to make sure I didn't have heels around the house because my sons were mentally
Mm-hmm.
not able to understand
Mm-hmm.
if I'm walking around the hills, they gonna want to put on them too, ain't they?
Right. Right. Right.
Now you already came here confused, and then
Right.
I'm confusing.
Right. Right. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
And so but that's the sacrifice you make. So you choose like I had some good looking losers. I love a good looking loser. I just changed now. I
Right.
just changed. No more good looking losers.
Gotcha.
But I couldn't have the type of men in my house that would mess with my children, unbeknownst
Right.
to me.
Right. 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 Right.
So that means I gotta get like an alpha man, and I'm an alpha woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that limited a lot of things that I get to deal with. You can't let everybody come around because you don't know who will do what. Because you
Right.
don't want nobody to change your children's perception
Right.
of what you're teaching them.
Right.
Certain things you don't say and certain things you don't do. So I missed out on so much, right? So then I won't call no names, but when a teacher start what they call it, lewd and lascivious.
Yeah,
White people
lewd and
call that
lascivious.
shit lewd and lascivious conduct with a special needs child.
Mm-hmm.
So when the teacher started touching my son, they had me fucked up because
Right.
my thing is this. Now I done missed out on all kind of shit.
Right.
And I sent him to school where he got to go to school.
Right.
Because if you don't go to school, that's like truancy, you'll go to jail, all
For
kind of
sure.
shit.
For sure.
I sent him to school and this nasty motherfucker touching my child. You trying to change how he showed you he was gay.
Right.
We got all these children in here and ain't nobody mess with each other. And you get, I'm graveyard serious. This shit is so for real, you hear me?
Yeah.
So I love a black man. Let me tell you this. Now if my children don't say nothing, like girls they age and even grown women, I be having to check them old bitches.
Yeah.
You know, because I taught my sons how to interact, even though they cannot speak.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be girls like, oh, why you ain't talking to me? Walking up and I have to go, I'm sorry, babe, he can't talk. Oh, but he was waving at me and head
Mm-hmm.
nodding.
Right.
He can't talk.
Right.
I have to remind, don't nobody love you but your mama, boy. Water boy, come on.
Water boy.
You remember the movie? Mama said.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Damn right. That's me.
Nobody love but your mama, boy. Get away from Vicky Valancourt. So I'm saying, but just to wrap up my question real quick. So outside of somebody who just say who's in your shoes, because I was saying, so say somebody who's not more or less like in your shoes in reference to dealing with like autistic children or even just special needs in general. Because they're like, I don't know every guy's background or whatever like that, but it seems like the more conversation I have with women, like there's more men than not who are on the side of basically being like a shitty human being when it comes down to courting a woman. So I feel like I was saying that because I talk to so many women, like especially even on this podcast, like I'm finding out that there's a lot of men who are like, who basically are on the ain't shit list when it comes down to like dating women or whatever. Like a lot of women have complaints about how men treat women basically in today's society. So with that being said, I'm saying I don't know all of their backgrounds. I don't know like where they all, if they're like single mothers or they come from like, 2-parent homes or whatever. But I guess what I'm saying is like, what if you could name one thing, like what could be one thing that we could do, even with us being under attack, what could one thing that black men could do that could help change this whole stigma of how black women are treated in society by black men as well as everybody else? Like, what is something that we could do to help change that narrative?
Like I said, that talk need to be had.
Right.
Because we need to be in the same room and both go, nigga, bitch.
Right. But
tighten up, son.
But do you think that men will accept that from women? Because I feel like women complain about stuff a lot, but men listen to women's complaints the same way that white people listen to black people's complaints. You heard me?
No, somebody was trying to call me.
Oh, no, you good. I said, do you think that if we had that conversation, it would get through? Because men don't really listen to women complaints. Men listen to women complaints the same way that white people listen to black people's complaints.
A black man will listen to a black woman. He just got to be reminded. He got to be reminded that you are the superior. Y'all motherfuckers supposed to protect us. Well, I don't listen. One thing about it, a bitch might not say that she give a fuck. She ain't gonna say, if you talk to her like shit in the house, that's different than if you are out at Applebee's and you go, bitch, I don't want no strawberry daiquiri.
Right.
Why you ain't say that in the house?
Right.
It don't mean that it's right.
Right.
But in the house, I could say, okay, babe. Damn, all you had to do was say this shit, nigga. And
right.
If she responded any kind of way, his masculinity have to come out. Then she got to protect her own motherfucker self.
Right.
Then that go to war. But he just has to be reminded that, look, y'all left us behind. Y'all the shit. Don't treat us like shit in the street. When you treat us like shit around other people, that make them motherfuckers feel like, do you know my churn is slow? And I promise you, if I turn on Roddy Rich, the little baby, the baby, Pop Smoke, anybody, they will turn up in this shit. Nobody don't know they slow in our house.
Right.
That's what's taught.
Right.
That's what's taught to them, that you not in the wrong when you in here in the Wilson house.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't in the wrong. So anybody who enter our shit, Mine ain't in the wrong. Cause this
Mm.
black men gotta be reminded. And it's a black thing. You gotta be reminded that we yours first.
Right.
You know, you may not like somebody that look like me because I don't want to wear long hair no more. Because I look goddamn good with this short hair. You hear me? But at the same time, don't treat us like shit. Don't do that shit. Don't treat us like shit. You supposed to love us, protect us. You ain't got to. Now, I'm going to tell you something because I got sons now. Now, the ones that's a little bit, just a little slow,
Mm-hmm.
I don't tell them, oh, you got to get her hair and nails done when you meet her. If you meet a bitch and her nails ain't done, now we ain't going to build no bitch. You feel me?
Right.
No. So, if she carry herself a certain way when you meet her, take care of that. Because that's what she used to.
Right.
I ain't talking about what she say, what you see. Same thing for a woman. But we do it different because we mothers, nurturers, you know what I'm saying? Desperate bitches to get somebody.
Right.
So women gonna do it a little different. But I really feel like if the black man was reminded how special he is,
right,
that he'll put the crown back on and stop letting these crackers feel like, oh, he's superior because he a white man. Let me tell you something. He got birthright shit going on. You got earth right, God right shit going on.
Right.
Yeah. Because a white man will fuck a nigga. Hello.
Right.
A Chinese man or woman, a Spanish, Indian, everybody will fuck a black man.
Right.
But do you know it's women? Now I was nasty in my younger days, so yeah, I fucked around a little bit. But
Right.
when it comes to white and black shit, do you know that like a lot of black women feel uncomfortable if a white man is touching them? Because it don't matter how fucked up a nigga is, he can even be a criminal ass nigga. And most of them be so fine. Oh, God. Especially if they ain't got no car. But you feel uncomfortable. White man touch you, you feel like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
they pink, all kind of shit going on. No. But
Got you.
You know, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I got you. I got you. Do you think that black women are just say supported by anyone? Do you think they're supported by each other? Do you think black women support each other?
You know what, man? I'm so motherfucking mad with us right now. Now, this 2020, we done fast forward. So
right.
Fuck all the inspirational shit I just said. Because of all of the shit that we done been through, we are our worst enemy. We are our worst enemy. Now, have you noticed when a white person do something to a black man, when somebody do something to a black woman, I'm talking about she gotta have a whole boot camp clique to start some shit.
Right.
That's because the black man teach us they shit. So we can't beat them, but we next, nigga.
Right.
We next.
Right.
So here you go. This shit's sad. And black women, It's so much fucked up ass shit. And everybody's so desperate for love. And everybody is so desperate to, it's a lot of deception and all kind of shit on black women.
Mm-hmm.
And we do that in public and behind closed doors. And then you got women that don't like men no more and you want to be a man. Now, one thing about my little bit of alpha is I'm still a bitch now.
Right.
All bitch. But one thing about it is you will get this work if you fuck with me. And I do got 19 pair Air Max. I don't know how to walk in no high heel.
Right.
But I'll give you what you need. I'm sexy in Air Max and I beat you up in Air Max.
Okay.
Black on black women, we don't, it like the women that left, black women that decided they wanted to be bisexual. Some of them say they were born that way, homosexual, whatever they call it. I don't even damn know. It's a lot of reasons other than I was born that way. It was a lot of male influence.
Mm-hmm.
Because the black woman loved the black man, and a lot of women became what black women love.
Right. That makes sense.
So the bullshit that's going on now is that the world is reckless as fuck. So you got a bunch of thirsty ass bitches out here. Yeah, they want to take your man and all that shit. Matter of fact, one of the pandemic bitches took my man. I swear to God, I'm only telling what God loves. Rudy, this shit just happened. Call around the family and say, I bet you they gonna tell you, hold on, I got to light up on this.
What is a pandemic bitch? What is the definition of a pandemic bitch?
The bitches that were doing the bitches that were getting the unemployment money, the pandemic money.
The PPP loans and all that type of stuff.
PUA, PPP, SAA, whoever the fuck was giving it away. Them bitches was on fire. You hear me?
Right.
They was coming through this shit and they like, look here, leave your bitch. I got a card with $20,000 on that shit. He like, oh my God, I'm tired of living in Belmont Heights.
Right.
Well, wait a minute. I wasn't living in Belmont Heights. I just want to, nothing against Belmont Heights, y'all. I'm just saying.
She's painting the image.
Babe, you tired of walking? I'm going to buy you a car. You leave that bitch.
Right.
Babe, I'm going to give you, and he gone. Gone. The nigga, Lord, he gone, Rudy. Nigga gone. Yeah. Gone. So, he broke up with me before God got the news.
Before God got the news. So what is he? Did he leave like a note or something? Did he say something to your face? A text message?
No, he just like if a guy meet a chick and she let him know what time it is, she gonna take care of him or whatever, and he just got a better opportunity. That's just like if your job say you doing a podcast right now, Viacom call you and go, hey, don't do this shit no more. Viacom, we want you. We gonna give you this. Come on.
Right.
You gone.
You go with Viacom. I got you. Damn. Well, was he a good man or was he in the ain't shit category as well?
You know what? What I will say is this. he ain't shit, but he looks so good to me. You and me.
So, so the looks can kind of make you go ahead and stomach certain things.
It damn sure help because this is what I'm scared of. I don't want to have to fall in love with an ugly nigga to get a good nigga. Cause that's just irritating.
Right.
When
That's
you
real.
looking at his ugly ass and what? Because ugly men do fucked up shit too. So it
Right.
hurt worse when you got an ugly ass and you like, bitch, I'm saying that. But even now, okay, my nigga look good and everything, but we're not from the same walk of life, being as though where he's from and where I'm from. So when you break over me, I'm like, I'm giving back to the motherfucking community by fucking with you and you done left for the
Right.
pandemic.
Right. I was helping you out.
Yeah, I'm
Gotcha.
doing a good deed.
Right. All right, so I got two more questions for you. This first one, I mean, it may be kind of a long answer, I'm not sure. But so, what do you think? Being that that you have just say prior stuff like as far as like on your record or whatever, do you think that like what would be your advice? Just say to the youth out there, or whatever, in reference to uh getting something on your record, but on top of that, being black and being a woman and having something on your record, like how has that I guess affected you negatively in reference to like jobs or just living in society or just whatever?
So what would I say to a black woman that has a record?
No. Like if you were speaking to just I just said children, but I'm just saying like just anybody who just say doesn't have a record. Um what would be like explain, I guess, like your experience and why you would suggest, I guess, for them to not have a record. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same thing for you, but just in general, getting in trouble for anything and because like with me, I give you an example. Like with me, like and granted, it's not on my record, but I did go to jail over a bitch who attacked me. It's
You
but that's a
did?
when I was in the army, I walked in on my girl in bed with another dude, and she attacked me with a knife, and then called the cops on me, and they arrested me and took me to jail.
And you ain't call her.
I was in D.C.
But you know I got a baby dad in the Marines. You know that thing could have got real ugly now.
It wasn't that deep. It wasn't that bad. But the point I'm making is, but my mom, and you know my mom, but she was very adamant when raising me in particular about being a black man in America and having something on your record. You know what I'm saying? And how it'll make it hard to get a job or whatever the case may be. So I was saying that in that same regards, like what has been your struggles what has been your struggles in reference to like like I guess having a record and being a black woman?
Uh Black women have always had it hard, but I can tell you this. He just said, shh.
Tired of your shit.
Um, Being a black woman and having a record is not a good thing. That's not what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Once they put the flag on your back, which they call it like a black flag, but it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
Once they put that F on your back, it don't matter what color they paint that motherfucker. You is one and done. You hear me? Now
Yeah.
we already got to struggle. We got to rob Peter to pay Paul no matter what.
Right.
We gotta work the hardest, be the best, be the fastest, be the smartest, be the sexiest, be the finest, be the. But once you get in trouble and you a woman,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you always reminded of it. It's the same thing as if you was a hoe when you was little
Right.
at church.
Right.
Like I was never a hoe, but I was always a fighter and a tomboy. So now I'm almost 50 years old, and all they can remember is, damn, you used to beat all the boys up at church.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
never, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You never
Right.
get rid of it.
You never escape
And
it. Right.
but as far as being a criminal, well, I'm telling you this. I tell my sons, all of them, you the one that can't talk. You ain't got but one time to fuck up, brother.
Mm.
You say you like guns, you like, he